Hello all and welcome to my Let's Play of realMyst Masterpiece Edition. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm going to try to show you as best I can to the best experience possible and all the background knowledge and lore that I know of the Myst games. I'm going to try to talk to you while I play the game. Um, when I play it, I'm going to act like I don't really know at the time what the information means. I'm going to talk about it as if I were this person that finds the book. Um, so I hope that if you've never played Myst before, or you're just coming back for nostalgia, I hope you enjoy this Let's Play, and I will try the best I can to solve the puzzles as best as I remember them. So without further ado, let's start. Um, so I'm gonna have to start a new game here, and you drag this here. Okay.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, so all that exposition really means nothing to people that have never played any of the other Myst games, namely Riven, the sequel to Myst here. So what was all that? What was that fissure? What was all those stars that we saw in the background? Who is that person falling? Well, that's most likely the protagonist that was speaking, whoever was giving the exposition. And now we see a book with the words Myst on it, with the word Myst on it. And since this is a first-person game, we can assume that our character that we're playing, we don't know who that is yet. This book has somehow landed in front of them. So being a normal, I guess you could say, just a person that would believe in, technology and not magic and stuff like that, we can only assume that looking at this window here for the first time would probably blow your mind. You wouldn't be very, I'd rather you'd be very surprised by what you saw here. And what I'm looking at the texture of this image, and it actually looks like the original screenshot from the first Myst game, just because of the texture resolution is really low. So, well, let's see what this thing does. Clicking on this. Select free roam. Yep. So, wow, I mean, wow. So, expect frame rate loss, guys, because this game has not been optimized by Cyan yet when it was released on Steam. So you will see frame rate hits as I walk around. Even if I lower my graphical settings all the way down, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so, wow, we arrived in this place. We still don't really know who we are, although it's been described by Rand Miller, one of the directors of the Myst series, co-creators of the Myst series. it's been described by him that the stranger is basically just you. He's you playing, and you're the one that finds the book somehow. And I'm really not going to go into how you find the book because that's all lore. Well, I guess, you know what, I should, because all that stuff in the beginning is stuff that your character would not have seen. As I understand it, your character lives in the 19th century, so the early 1800s, and you're in New Mexico, and you actually find the book because that object that you saw at the beginning is called the Starfisher. Now, this is all stuff that your character will find out much later, but since your character didn't see any of that stuff in the beginning, people who first play Myst wouldn't understand what any of that stuff is. So somehow this book arrives in your possession. It just appears in front of you, or it's been sitting there for a long time, and as you're doing your job, whatever you were doing, you come across the book, and God knows how long it's been there. So we don't know what we have to do here. We're on Myst Island, and well, let's just look around. See, there's one of those frame rate hits, guys. There's really nothing I can do about it. It does not happen in classic move mode. It only happens in free roam. So there's a switch here. We don't really know what to do. Since we don't even know where we are, we're an explorer of some kind. So normally I don't go around touching switches. So let's just look around the island a little bit. So here's another one of those switches and a gear type thing. Rather large gear. It probably powers something. Oh wow, we can actually get on top of it. It's kind of funny. I wonder if I can fall into the water. Oh wow. So this is why I like free roam, because you can actually go all around. We can move quicker if we want. We can go up here. That's what I absolutely love, is that we can go up here and explore this. So let's just explore around, because we really don't know where we are. Oh. So, okay, once the frame rate decides to come back. Let's check this out. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our four-chamber beside the dock. Okay, so I actually saw that door. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Beatrice. Okay, so we have to enter the amount of marker switches. So I saw one. There's two up there. 3. What is this? Oh, wow. What is... If I sit in this chair, does anything happen? I really hate the control scheme for this. I wish they had kept it like Myst 5. Okay. Oh, wow. It's like an imager of some kind with some switches that go up and down. Okay. Alternating the switches seems to change the time. That one is the year, looks like, and this is the day, and I bet this is the month. Alright. Well, right now we have no idea what we're supposed to be looking at. We can just sit here all night and look at times and stuff, but we really don't know what we're looking for. So that note is kind of intriguing. Let's see what this guy Atris has to say. Well, that turns off the lights, okay. Alright, so now there's a spacecraft of some kind. There's the 4th switch. This is a library. It's the 4th switch. Oh, it's very pretty. There's the 5th switch. The 6th. Oh, there's 7th. Oh, here's 8. There's a giant tree here. 8 switches that I've seen so far, and there's another frame rate hit. Sorry guys, it kind of breaks it. Oh, whoa, that looks like a tombstone over there. What could that be? So, it says Tiana. So, if you've never read the Book of Tiana, you have no idea who this person is. If you have never played a single other Myst game, namely Myst 5, because Myst 5, I think, is the only other game that mentions Tiana. Myst 5, End of Ages, you will actually find this tombstone on Myst Island when you do the bad ending and you are stuck on Myst Island. Spoiler, spoiler. So I should probably say spoilers before I say them. That's a good way of doing it. So here they decided to stick with it. I don't think this was in Real Myst. I think this came after Myst 5, and they decided to throw it in Real Myst End of Ages. So there's a gravestone that says Tiana. We have no idea who that person is, but everybody else, I think, who's watching this that knows the history of Myst knows who that is. So okay, so we've got, what was it, eight switches. So we will explore this next room in the next video, guys.